But then you also had an encounter with the Marine Kingdom for the first time.
Yeah.
That was after your JHS3.
Yeah.
As junior secondary school.
Yeah.
You went to the beach. Could you tell us?
All right. For those of us that are maybe, if you grew up in Benue State, there's a season we normally have what they call picnic. I grew up in Benue, Kastanala. So
where you did your secondary.
That's where I had my junior secondary, from my primary to junior secondary education. So there was a period, the season, they have what they call picnic. So the young men, single men and women, they go to the beach and they cross to the center of the sea. Because the center of the sea, there's a big, it's like an island in the center of the sea, River Benue. So the center of River Benue, there's an island there, sand, the sharp sands. So they go there to have picnic and have fun. And so I was in JS3 with my friends, said, let's go. We're so young actually, but we are too excited with life. So when I went with my friends, we bought drinks, and when we got there, they told us we had to swim across from that side to the island. So, and there's a style they do it. You have to climb a big tree or you climb the bridge. You jump from the beach into the center of the water. They start swimming there, but the water is flowing very fast. So we decided to use the tree because the children we are so excited with life. So we climbed there's a big tree. So from there you fly as far as you can get. When you fall into the sea, when you get yourself, you start swimming. And as you're swimming, the water is carrying you down. So until you get to the island. So let's say you're going to the island that is here. You have to go farther to jump so they can be able to cross this island. It's a long island, but there's a specific point we wanted to cross over because the water will keep pushing you. It's flowing very fast. So we all climbed and we all jumped at the same time into the River Benue. And when we jumped in, my friends started swimming. They didn't see me again. So what happened is that when I fell into the sea, something, a being, held my two legs, chained my two legs, and started dragging me to the bottom of the ocean. And I saw myself drowning. He was just holding my leg and dragging me down, So
was it? Could you see the physical?
It was, I could feel the chain on my leg. There's something, they use something like a chain. My leg is tied, something tied my leg. And something is holding my leg, is dragging, and that is a being. He's holding me with his hands. Mighty hands. He's dragging me down into the bottom of the ocean. So while we're going down, along the way, I reminded God what he told me at age of 6. So I said, oh God, is this how I'm going to die? But he told me at age of 6 that I came here for a great purpose. You told me you're going to use me to save 1,000,001 person. You told me I'm going to be a savior. Is this how you allow the whole of what you told me perish? I said, oh Lord, save me. For the sake of 1,000,001 persons. No, I wasn't praying for. There's another incident I was not telling in the future. So, for the 1,000,001, I always stand, even today, I still stand by that whenever I'm in a very situation that instead of telling me I can't save myself, I always remind God about the 1,000,001 persons He told me going to use me to save. So save me for their sake, that I may fulfill the purpose in which You brought me into this world. So immediately I prayed that prayer, it was like a greater being came between us and used a great sword and cut the chain in between my legs and pushed me with a great force. So when I was pushed, immediately I came out of the bottom of the, immediately my head came out. Everybody, they have been looking for me all this while. Everybody was people up, they started jumping in to help me to drag me out. So I was dragged to the island and they started pressing my stomach. I started vomiting water because I've taken in a lot of water. And I never also told them what happened at the bottom of the ocean. I always keep it to myself because I feel that people can understand.
They don't understand. And you won't stream somebody like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, whenever we're in distress, it's not about ourselves. It's not about us. It's always about others. Because everyone has a purpose.
Yeah.
Why God brought him into this world.
Yeah.
So, we should always ask for that greater purpose to be fulfilled. Not about selfish prayers of save me, because I've not driven the car. I want to drive.
That would be a wrong prayer. That would be a wrong prayer.
So, always reminding God of His promises.
His promises, the reason why you came, your destiny, fulfilling purpose. The very reason why He brought you, the purpose in which you came into the world, be fulfilled, that you may be able to fulfill His mandates. You know, these things happen through our Bible story. That when men of God pray in times of distress, especially I can remember the king that was told that he would die.
Hezekiah.
And when the man of God came to tell him, he received the message, and when he really left, he turned to the wall and he talked to the Lord, save me, not myself. He said, if I leave this, who will do it? Who will do the house? This is what allow me to finish doing the house. Give me time to finish the house. So when your prayer is always about fulfilling God's mandate, because God is more interested in fulfilling His mandate than you. God is more interested in His mandate than you. What that means is that God is more interested in fulfilling purpose than our selfish interests, our selfish desires. So when we anchor on that, God answers and God turns things around, because you're actually not living for yourself, you're living for God. And if you understand that, you will not be afraid of any day, any time. You will not be afraid of death, because you understand that every day is a gift from God. You're grateful to God that every day is a gift from Him, and you receive that day as a gift, and you're living to fulfill the purpose of that day. That is always my prayer every day. Let's say, Father, I thank you for this day. And Lord, the very purpose in which this day is giving. Give me the grace and the ability to be able to fulfill the purpose of this day. And Lord, in all that I am, in all that I do, in all that I become, may you, O God, be glorified this day. For we are your plantings, your trees of righteousness, in which you are glorified. Lord, glorify yourself. I am available. So, after this prayer, I'm ready to go for the day.
That's a great prayer. So, you should always pray such.
Yeah. I will encourage everyone.
Yes.